go and check on Twitch real fast. Oh my God. Oh my God, I gotta check on Twitch. What problem is this? 1497? 1497. Is the quality better? What's the quality? Oh, it's the best quality. Oh yeah, it looks much better. Wow. I like that. Okay. Yeah. Much better. All right, let's go. Welcome everyone. Well, it's really myself, but welcome everyone. I'll pretend that I'm not streaming and this is actual video. Welcome everyone to my channel. No Hindi. Hindi. Sorry. All right, so we are going to do exercise 1497. Check if array pairs are divisible by k. I already solved this prior to this recording because I was a little bit stuck. But now I know how to do it, and actually, it's pretty freaking simple. But you need to know the module reminder of a division and how it works with the negative numbers. So we can start reading the description. Given an array of integer r of even length n and an integer k, we want to divide the array in exactly n divided 2 pairs. So for example, if we have an array of length 10, we're going to have 5 pairs, right? That makes sense, right? We're just going to pair every single number. And if you have 20 numbers, you're going to have 10 pairs, right? It's divided 2. It's very simple. Such that the sum of each pair is divisible by k. Return true if you find a way to do that, or false otherwise. All right. So we can do, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Numbers go from 1 to 10. And k is 5, so we just have to do 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, 5 and 10. All right. Very, very simple. Okay. But how do we do this? All right. So there's something tricky here that if you don't know, there's no way you're going to resolve this. And it's basically here in the hint number 1. So let's get paint here. All right. Now, I really wish paint was black. Maybe that's better, right? View. Yeah, there's no way to make it. Oh, so annoying. Whatever. We have a white brush and we draw like this. It makes sense. Whatever. We'll figure it out later. So this is the equation, right? This, what does this mean? All right, so we are gonna do the reminder between x and k. Then we're gonna add k again, and then we're gonna do the reminder again for k, right? So if everything is positive, this is not necessary. we just have to do the reminder, right? Because if we do plus k to any single number, and we then do the module, the reminder, the initial reminder, x module k, won't have any effect. It won't change. But if the numbers are also negative in this case, yes, we need to use this equation. Basically, this equation means if reminder is negative, all right, we are gonna add k to reminder. That's what it says, basically. So we are gonna keep this equation and we're gonna look at it. So how does this problem work? Basically, we need to create a frequency array of length what? K, all right? K, it's the number we have to check that every single pair is divisible by K. So when we have K, we just need to check that maybe we have like frequency. We do basically the frequency for each number. For each number inside our array, let's do our array is very small. Let's do this 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's do this. I'm gonna change also the color. I don't want it like that. I want this. All right. Let's say our array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And let's say k, it's equal 3. Okay. So basically, we want to calculate the modulo and reminder of every single number. Remind that there are also negative numbers. And we want to save the frequency of this value inside our second array. So k is equal 3. So we're going to have 1, 2, and 3. No, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, and 2. Okay. And here, basically, we're just going to update the frequency, the value inside here. These are all set to 0, right? When we initialize the array. So let's start with 1. 1 module 3 is going to be 1. So we get 1 and we update 0 and we put 1. So we do module of 2. This is going to be 2. And we're going to put 2 here. 3 is going to be 0. Then it's going to be 0, okay? Then we're going to check 4. We're going to do 5. And then we're going to do 6. And this is, again, the same thing, right? 0, 1, and 2. Sorry. This is not 0. This is 1. I don't know why I wrote 2 here. This is 1 and this is 1. And then we're going to do update again because module of 4, 3 module for mod 3 is equal 1. Okay, just a reminder, if no one knows what module is, it's the reminder. So we just do 3 divided, sorry. We do 4 divided 3 is going to be equal 1. And then we're going to multiply 1 times 3 is going to be equal 3. And then we subtract the solution from 4, and that's how we get the reminder, okay? That's how we get. If we have 15, wait, let's say 16 divided the 5, okay? This is how many times the 5 stays in the 16. It's going to stay 3 times, okay? So now we multiply 5 times 3 is equal 15. Okay. And then we subtract 15 to 16 is equal 1. And this is our module or reminder. Very, very simple. This should be important to know. It's an arithmetic expression. So yeah, learn that. So we said that these are all 1s. And then on the second row, this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3. So we update sorry, this is not number 3, this is number 0. So we update our frequency in position 1, so this is going to be 2. Then we update 2 is going to be 2, and then we're going to update 2 is going to be 2. Okay, now that we know how much is our frequency, we have to match. We can match. Basically, we can check if this is 2, okay, and this is 2. If these are equal, we know that all these pairs, for example, 1 and 5, okay, these pairs are equal. So we can match 1 and 5. We can match, what is it, 2 and 4, okay. And these pairs give us 3, sum mod 3 equals 0. Because this is mathematic, right? For example, we had in the frequency 1, we had what? We had 1 and 4, okay? And if we add the remainder, 1 plus 2, no matter what the number is, okay, no matter what the number is, we know that the remainder is going to be 3. So if these two numbers, these two frequencies are equal, then we know that no matter what the sum is between those numbers is also divided by k. So the remainder by k is always going to be 0. And then we just have to check 0. And if this is even, okay, if this is even, this frequency is even, then, okay, like we found, we know. So there's actually a little problem. And the only problem that's like, why are we checking that this frequency is even? Because if k is equal, for example, 4, or let's say 2, right? Let's say k is equal to, so our frequency array is going to be just 1, 0, and 1. In 1, like we don't have anything to match with. These are all the numbers that are divisible by 0, by 2, right? And here we're going to put the frequency, the amount of numbers, or the count of numbers that are divisible by 2, okay, in 0. But if this is going to be an odd number, then it's going to be impossible. Like we won't have a pair. Like, for example, if we have, like we won't have a pair. We won't have a pair to divide. Now, for example, if we have 1, 2, 3, okay, and then let's say 0 won't work. Let's say 5, okay, 1, 2, 3, and 5. So in 0, we're gonna put the number 2, so it has frequency 1. And in 1, we're gonna put 1, 3, and 5. These are all the numbers that are not divisible by 2, right? But you can see clearly that if, because we have an extra odd number, right? We have 1, 3, and 5 are all odds, and 2 is even. No matter how we sum this, we will not be able to get a sum, like we won't be able to get each sum that is each sum of each pair that it's divisible by 2 with no reminder. So that's why we have to we just have to check this last condition, because k can be 2 also. So we check that this is odd. Well, check if this is even, and if it is, then we can return true. So this can be a little bit confusing, not gonna lie, but once I write the code, I feel like it can be way more easier to understand. Okay, so let's start. First thing, we have to get every single number in our array and count the frequency that it has. Like for each number, we have to add update the frequency. So first thing, let's initialize our frequency array. This is not how you initialize an array. Int new int, and it's gonna be the length of k, because remember, if you have any number, okay, I think it's z, right? Natural numbers. For each number, in the zone of z, this is the natural numbers. N mod k is always strictly, wait, not greater, strictly less than k. Okay, like there's no way. In fact, in our equation, what are we gonna do at the end? Look at it. We're gonna do the module of k. So there's no way this equation will give us a number that is greater than k. This is mathematics. This is a definition, like this is a property of the module. It's gonna be strictly less than k for sure. Like there's no way. In fact, it's like that. There's nothing to explain there. Keep it as a statement, like 1 + 1 = 2. There's no debating that, right? Okay. Let's go. So we have the frequency. Now we want to, just for my sake, we're gonna do length. All right. So for n = 0, e minus len I plus plus. No, that's not good. Okay. So what do we have to do here? We have to increment the frequency. So let's just do an int reminder. And we basically copy this function. So what is this function? It's gonna be r of I module k plus k module k. All right. And we have our reminder. So let's try to plug in some negative numbers to see how this works. I had some nice numbers and I wanted to do this. So we have one, I have them on my whiteboard. So we have -1, -3, -9, +4, +8, and +7. Okay. And k is equal 4. So for each of these numbers, we have to calculate the reminder. And frec of rem plus plus. Simple like that. So we have frec, F-R-E-Q. And what is going to be the array is going to be simply 0, 1, 2, and 3. And we have to update the frequency for each given reminder. So what's the reminder of 1? Is gonna be -1 module k, so module 4 is equal -1 plus 4, okay, module 4 of this is gonna be equal 3. This is gonna be equal 3. and then module 4, 3 module 4 is going to be equal 3. Very simple. Okay? Not this, this. So we got 3 and we update 3 and we put 1 here. 1 here. Minus 3 module 4. I'm going to do this number, and then 4 number, and then I'm just going to update everyone. Just going fast. So minus 3 module 4. I'm going to do just one more. Let's just do one more. And 1 positive. Okay? Minus 4 divided 4 is going to be minus 3. Plus 4 module 4 is going to be 1. Okay? Minus 4 plus 4, minus 3 plus 4 is equal 1. Modulo 4, this has to be parenthesis, is going to be equal 1. And we update 1 and we put the 1 here. Okay, so now let's do 9. 9 is going to be equal 3. So let's put it here. You can do the math. I don't care. 4 is going to be equal 0. Not 0 is going to be equal here. 8 is going to be equal here. And then let's do 7, all right? 7 mod 4 is equal 3. Plus 4 mod 4 is going to be equal 3. 7 divided mod 4 is equal to 3. And we add 3 here. Haha! What does this give us? This gives us false because we have to check for each number. So we're going to go 1. So we have to check the pairs. We have to check the pairs that sum each other are going to give us 4. Okay? In this case, the only pair actually that does this is 1 and 3. Okay? So we have to check that 1 and 3, which is because 1 plus 3 equals 4, have the same frequency. In this case, they don't, so we return false. That's it. How do we do this? We basically do a for loop. How do we check this? We have for loop from I equals 0 to k, because k is the length of our frequency array, right? K. And then basically we do if frec, I'm just going to spell fr of I is not equal, because basically what we do is we check every single pair, and if we get a pair that is not proper, right? If it's not correct, so it's disequal, we return false. Otherwise, we're going to return, after we do the full cycle, the full loop, we're going to return false. That's it. Actually, sorry, we're going to return true. But actually, we're not going to return true. We have to do one more check that I explained before, which is here the number 0 an odd number? That's it. And if it's an odd number, we return false. If it's an even number, then we return true. Okay. Where's my arrow? I cannot find my arrow. There we go. Okay. FR of frequency of I is less. It's frequency of k minus I. Do this. Return false. Okay. And then if we end the loop, actually I equal 1 from 1 to k. Okay. So let's write the code down. We know everything we have to do. We calculate our frequency, right? Now we have to check for each element in our frequency array, if freq of I is not equal to frequency of k minus I, return false. Okay, So for each, if k is very big numbers, k is equal 10, right? Or like 100, we have to like do everything. So we're gonna pair 1 to 99, right? We're gonna pair 1 and 99. We're gonna pair, like the sum has to be 100 because k is 100, right? We have to p. So then we have 298 and so on until we meet in the middle, which is 50, right? Also, to mention that 50 is a special number, but because we're checking this 0, which is even, we don't have to check the number in the middle. But that's just like, you can think about why 50 is a special number. Because, wait, how you say, not k, frec. I'm just going to tell you why 50 is a special number if k is 100. Frec of I, sorry, not frec of I is equal to k minus I. That's why k is a special number. And this is always going to be true. Like, wait, not this, but like, yeah, this is always going to be like, if this is true, then also the frequency of I equal frequency of k minus I is always going to be true because these are the same numbers, right? So if these are the same number, also the indexes in our frequency are going to point to the same cell in our array. And so they're also going to be the same number. But we are going to check if this 0 is odd, even, I mean, or odd. And if this 0 is even, then this frequency I is going to be also even. But that's mathematic. I don't want to digress anymore in that. And then we return frac of 0 module 2. Okay. And I think that's it. Is it? Yay. Okay. It's good. Submit. Let's check it. Crap. What did I do wrong? Wait, pass so many test cases. Why is this not correct? Did I write something wrong here in the... No, this is correct, right? So 3872. So we mod k is equal 10. Okay. So yes, it should be true, right? Why did I output false? Doesn't make any sense. All right, let's just bug it a second. Arrays to array. I don't know how to spell arrays. To string of what? Of frequency. Okay. So we are skipping this, right? We said that we're gonna skip this because that's number 0. So if I have 0, 0 is equal to 0. Yes. 1 is equal to 1. Yes. 1 is equal to 1. Yes. 0 is equal to 0. Yes. And then 0 is equal to 0. So, what the freak? Oh my god, are you serious? uh, there you go. Oops. Wow, I cannot believe it passed its 41 test cases by that. All right, so let's remove the system and then we can submit. Ooh. Where's my submit? Submit now. There we go. Wow. This guy is an absolute. I wonder how many times he tried to do this. There's something mathematical about this. I'm not sure. Whatever. I'm happy with my solution, so that's the video. Oh, I didn't check if someone texted me on Twitch. No one. Oh, there's a viewer. Okay. Yeah. I should add my social media. All right. That's it. Thank you.